G'day everyone, hope you all been well. I'm just going to show you what I've been up to, and this will probably turn into maybe a 2 or 3 part video because it's going to be too long and there's a lot involved. But I'm in the process of replacing the whole rear end of the red ute. I'm only doing it this way because I don't want to take my car off the road, so I went to the wrecker and pulled the whole arse end out of another ute. So I'll show you what I'm up to. Okay, so here's the rear cross member. This come out of a VU ute, which should be the same. That's my granddaughter yelling in the background. I've cleaned it all up. I'm planning to paint it. This is one of the swing arms that's stripped down. I've already removed the bearing. Prick of a job. So I'm going to go another way with the other side. I've already destroyed one of these. So I'm going to have to use one of my old ones. There's the backing plate, and that's the inside part of the axle. So this is the one that we're going to work on. It's still got the bearing in it. Part of the outside part of the bearing fell to bits because I put heat on it. And we're going to remove this snap ring, which is, I'll show you, just in there. So I'll get you set up. We'll get the snap ring out, and then I've got a bearing press to get this out. Okay, you're going to need circlip pliers, internal ones. External ones are different. These ones push in, external ones push out. And a screwdriver. Just let me put some gloves on, because it's pretty bloody greasy. I'm in my good clothes, so I shouldn't really be doing this, but I'll see if I can get this out. And I'll try and stay out of the way. And I'm also using a new camera. I've got a GoPro now. Not that impressed with it. I think I should have stuck with the old mobile, but anyway. Okay, so this is not going to move because I've been bashing on it. I can see this clip is very, very damaged. So that's another piece I'm going to have to scrounge. That's very damaged. That is not going to come out very easily. That is, isn't that typical? But I have to work with it. So I've got to work out a way to get this out now. I think I'm actually going to have to hit the bearing back in. So we'll come back. I'm going to have to knock that bearing back in a bit so I can get the clip out. Righto, sorry, I had to do a bit of levering and that. I've got it mostly out. It's not all the way out. G'day. Granddaughter's here having a look. Yeah, but you can use this one's only difficult because I've actually done the old bash method. I'll get it out in a minute. With a sledgehammer and a brass drift, and it's pushed this bearing right up against the circlip, and it's jammed it. It's actually jammed it. So I don't reckon this circlip will be much good. I'll have to have a look when we get it out. There it is. It's a bit bent. I really don't think I'll be using it. But now I'm going to use a bearing press. We'll try it. And because the other one I bashed out, same thing, sledgehammer, and I found something that fit in. But mate, don't do it. I spent $80. I'll put a link in the description. I spent $80 on a bearing press. I haven't used it yet, but all I did was bloody hit myself and damaged a lot of shit. You know, I've seen blokes whack them out with hammers, but I'm gonna have to get another circlip now. I don't know where I'm gonna get that from. The whole idea of doing it like this was so I'd just unbolt the one from my car and bolt the new one in, but it's not going too well. So I think at best I'm gonna have both bearings pressed into these in the bushes. That's another thing I'll get onto in a minute, but I'll get the bearing press ready and see how we go. Okay, this is what I've done. You put your cup on the outside, it's got to be bigger than the bearing. Put an end on it, and that's what I've done on the inside. So hopefully this is going to work, or I might have to go a bit smaller on that one, I think. But this is the set that I've got. This cost me $80 on eBay, and you get everything. 4 of these, so I've got a bigger one if I need it. And I've just used that size on the inside, but I'm just going to get the rattle gun. I don't know, I've never used this before, so let's see how it goes. I'm just going to have to get a shifter. I'm using the same 32mm socket. That's the size of the nut that holds the axle in. Watch out, Ari, watch out. No, I'm gonna have to use a smaller rear piece. Plate on the back, I reckon. Although it really should work. This one should work. I don't think my rattle gun is strong enough. Okay, I'm going to put a bigger one of these on. Okay, there's been a further development. I've had to go and get another axle, or stub axle, whatever you want to call it, because I destroyed one of them getting it out. This one's actually out of a sedan, but it doesn't matter, they're the same. I'll put it next to the old one. You can have a look. Okay, to get the bearing shell out of that was a lot of work, so I didn't film it. It took a lot of work with tried with the press, it wasn't strong enough. I ended up just bashing it out. I eventually got it out. It took me a week of mucking around. That one came out a bit easier. The cross member, I'm going to just give it a coat of black. I'm not going crazy on these things because you don't see them. So these, I had to go down the wrecker and get this. So that one's still got the bearing, but the outer race is gone. It's stuck on here, which is very common. It's stuck on there. I'm gonna have to pull it off. I'll just show you something I discovered. Okay, so you can see, like I said, the race is stuck on the axle, so you can actually see the bearings in this. Now this is a standard wagon, sedan, you know, bearing. The Ute ones are different. Ute ones actually have long roller bearings in them. higher load rating, that's all. I mean, you can put a sedan bearing in a ute, won't matter, but you just won't, the load rating will be less. But I made the mistake of getting 2 sedan ones, which can go in the Adventure, I think, but not in a ute. So that's something that I discovered from doing this. So I think, I don't know about the swing arms. The swing arm looks the same as the ute one, and somebody told me they were different, but I don't think they are. This looks pretty much the same as the ute one. I will compare them later. But as far as this goes, I'm going to end this video here. I will remove that. I've got a bearing press thing that I tried to set up in earlier in this video, but that other bearing shell was just so tight it couldn't do it. So I used part of it actually to get it out and bash it out. So I'm going to end it here. Like, share and subscribe. There will be other parts of this when I'm assembling, but I think for now I'm going to dismantle this one, and I might even use this swing arm yet. I don't know, but anyway, I'll catch you in the next part of this video.